Let's turn up, y'all. My best friend hit this hoe.
One, two,
Hey,
three, four.
bestie.
Bestie boo, bestie,
Whoa.
bestie,
Bestie.
boo,
Boo.
bestie boo,
Podcast.
bestie, bestie,
Whoa.
boo, bestie,
Bestie.
bestie,
Boo.
boo, bestie,
Pod.
bestie, boo,
Bestie. Boo.
bestie, boo,
Pod.
bestie, bestie, boo.
Whoa, she gon' talk her shit. It's her shit to talk. Wait, messy, who? Get your tea today with Misha J on your avenue. Yeah, about to spill all the beans that you never knew. Spin the block every week, every episode extra new. Hi, bestie,
Bestie boo,
Hi,
bestie boo,
cast,
bestie,
bestie, boo,
bestie boo,
Hi, bestie, cast,
bestie boo,
bestie,
bestie boo,
Hi, bestie, cast, Hi.
bestie boo.
Yeah, talk to you later,
Bestie boo.
besties. Hey, hold up, workout. I told y'all, my best friend hit this hoe. Ha, let's turn up. Whoa, hold up. Ah! Oh, hey, besties. Look at you. We made it back around, didn't we? Wait a fucking minute. Did y'all come back for another chill session with your girl? Did y'all miss me? Did we just meet? It don't even matter. I'm happy you here. I hope y'all listen to my intro song because my best friend hit that hoe. Okay, but I learned how to snip it, so I'm just gonna play clips like moving forward. Y'all probably be skipping it anyway. Anyways, so this still gonna be like our chill sessions, but instead of being only about me, I'm gonna incorporate the topics with my life, get a little bit into y'all business, and end it however. So, still got other stuff in store for y'all, but that's it in a nutshell. But anyway, I ain't trying to teach you nothing, but if you learn something, that's good. So let's get into it. Okay, so I gave y'all 3 topics and asked for some feedback. The one that got the most play was friends and family, and most of y'all was specific to the term toxic. So I'm saying most of y'all like it was a lot of people. Really only like 5 people sent something in, but out of those 5 people, only 2 of them kind of like y'all know I like to give y'all like I want to be experiencing it with y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I don't be reading it all the way through, but out of the 5, only 2 of them sounded like to me it was worth reading. So okay, so that's that. But everybody still brought up toxic. Like I said, like out of the 5, I say 3 or 4 people brought up the word toxic. Like that's what the stories was about. But only 2 of them was like worth me reading to me. I feel like only 2 of them will make y'all like kind of make y'all want to listen. So that's that. So why I didn't have this ready, y'all? Okay. So the first one. Actually, I don't want to start with that one. I said I wasn't gonna start with that one. I'm gonna start here. Okay, so this person. So if you obviously, a lot of y'all didn't, but when you do a submission, I give you the option to be anonymous. This person wanted to be anonymous. If you put your name in there, I'm going to say your name. So because it definitely says if you choose to be anonymous, type NA. If you put something other than NA there, I'm going to read what you put. Just FYI. Okay? Okay. So this person said, fake in-law wants to be cool after bashing the mess out of me to her friends, doesn't even know me. I'm thinking about leaving the family altogether because of that and more issues. My boyfriend sticks up for me in my face when I inform him on this topic, but wants me to continue being around for the sake of us. The situations makes me uncomfortable to be around her and them all together. Oh, quite frankly, it sent me into being silent and drained all the time when I'm usually a firecracker, always ready to have a good time. Hold on, y'all, because I had to read. See, okay, so it said fake in-law was to be cool after bashing them. Okay, I got you. So I was so confused because I was like, wait, her? I thought you said your boyfriend. Y'all. Okay, so here's the thing about this. I guess this person technically didn't say toxic. I guess I took fake and toxic as the same thing. I don't know. But anywho. So to me, first of all, I don't know, y'all, like, how can I say this without sounding like a bitch? I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, my in-law this, my in-laws that. Like, you know, like, I know that, yes, when you marry somebody or when you are in a committed relationship with somebody, y'all, because this person saying in-laws, but then they said my boyfriend. So technically, that's not an in-law if that's just your boyfriend, but hey, we're neither here nor there. If you're in a committed relationship or whatever, to me, if you cool with the person family, you get cool with the person family, that's cool, but that don't have to be a necessity. Me, yes, I do like to be, if you know, I don't mind being involved, but at the end of the day, like, if we don't kick it, we don't kick it. If we don't mesh, we don't mesh. I don't have to be your BFF. So I don't think that's, and then especially if this person is like being fake or whatever and talking about you or whatever, I really wouldn't even care about what they friends think. Honestly, like, who are they? Your friends? Like, do you have to be around these people? Are their friends the type of friends that's like always around? Because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how old you are or anything, but if you, obviously you older, if y'all like, you know, hanging out with the family and you calling them your in-laws and stuff. But first of all, shouldn't nobody make you like not be yourself? Let's start there. That's beside, like, I don't like that you said that, because that, them being fake and them being like whatever, I don't know what you saying, like they said, you just said bashing the mess out of me. So I don't know like what bashing is. Like, you know, like what was she saying to her friends about you to make you so uncomfortable to be around her? Like, you didn't tell me that part, so I don't know. But to me, like, that is really beside the point. Like, don't let nobody not let you be yourself, because if you, or which you should be an adult, like I say when I say stuff like that, you better be an adult listening to this. But you a grown woman. Yeah, you're a grown woman, so you shouldn't be worried about what your quote unquote in-laws feel or say, or what they saying about their friends to their friends, or whatever the case may be, especially you know, if you are around like that. Now, if it's like you said, your boyfriend sticks up for you in my face when I inform him on this topic, but wants me to continue being around for the sake of us. So first of all, you can let him know, like, no, I don't have to be around. If I'm uncomfortable around your sister or whatever, I don't have to, I'm assuming it's his sister. I don't have to be around, you know, like that or whatever. But if you feel like it's, cause you said around him and them all together, so like if you feel like that, he shouldn't be making you be in that situation, first of all. But I don't know, I guess for me, like, I need to know what was said, because I don't know, like, I don't care what you say, but I can be around you and you not exist to me. So I'm not worried. Like, I don't know, maybe that's where we differ, because I'm not caring about what nobody said about me, especially if I know it's not true. That's gonna give me more reason to be up in your face, kiki and kaka, like, not to you, but around you. Like, you think, like, nah, I'm good on that. So that's how I feel like you should be. But if that's not really what you say, you usually a firecracker. So I don't really know I don't know what they said to make you not be that way anymore. Like, it got to be something. I don't know. So that's my thought on that. Next. Okay, this person is Monica Glover. Oh, I know her. Hey, girl. No. Okay, so she said, let's address toxic family that think it is okay to be toxic and they feel you have to keep dealing with them because they are family. This is the wrong thing that people do because it's a family. Because it's family, my bad. That's funny because kind of the story that what's it called? The little my take on toxicity, I guess, is mainly kind of about family. Personally, it's not okay for nobody to be toxic, and I choose just like I said before, like I choose who I'm gonna be around, and like that's just what that is. But I don't want to go too deep in that because then I end up repeating myself, because it's kind of what I wanted to talk about or whatever. So for me, I would say my late teens, early 20s was probably part of the I was probably part of the toxic people were dealing with. Like, it really took me to get to 30 to realize how toxic I was. I know that I'm a genuinely good, kind-hearted person. So I think I subconsciously omitted myself from being toxic. Like, like thinking in my head, like, no, I'm a good person. Like, how am I toxic if I'm a good person? Like, you can't be toxic in a good person. Like, that's not possible. But yes, guys, it is. You definitely can't be toxic and be a good person. Like, I can recall times where it could have been considered playing both sides of the fence. And the only reason why I say considered is because I honestly wasn't trying to be malicious. Like, I wasn't trying to protect. I was trying to protect feelings and help people be better. Like, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not in those situations. You know how people be like, you dealing with the ops, and if somebody talking about me and you right there, I was sometimes that person where somebody might be talking about somebody that I'm cool with or saying some shit up down on them or whatever, and I don't necessarily add to it, but I don't defend it, but I also don't run back on some messy shit like, hey, this is what such and such said. So it's like, is that me not being messy, or is that me being fake or toxic? You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, that's what it was. Like, that's me. That's how it was. Like, that was, in my mind, me not saying nothing on either end was the okay thing to do. Like, that's how I was taking it, because, like I said, I wasn't maliciously trying to be on no fuck shit, if that makes sense, because the real nigga in me don't allow me to be fake, and that's for real. Anyways, now when it comes to family, my family is toxic. Like, it's so deeply rooted that trying to say like where it comes from or who is more toxic is irrelevant. And it's like different forms of toxic. Like, you got your messy toxic, nosy, bougie, fake, extra. I mean, baby, each line of toxic is represented in some shape, way, or form in my family. We love each other for sure. What? Gonna beat your ass 10 toes down talking about anybody in our family. Like, I don't give a damn if it's one of my cousins that I literally probably she just said something sideways to me, I said something sideways to her, and we probably looking at each other sideways. But somebody walk up on me and say something sideways, then that's a whole different story, because that's bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. But it's still like toxic, because toxic is what it is. And it took me to get to 30 and say, nah, that's not who I am, and I don't even want to be a part of it. But then with that thought, it made me like, I'm 30. I've been on this world for 30 years. I've been living this life for 30 years. So obviously it gotta be something within me that's clinging on to the toxic shit that I'm clinging on to, or had been clinging on to for however long I was clinging on to it. And I really feel like it took me to finally step away from my toxic ass dress rehearsal ass marriage that I was in, because I was so fucking surrounded by that bullshit that everything else was just like a outside thing. I don't even know. Like, I ain't even gonna, I don't know. Cause that's just, I can't, like, that's literally, when I got out of that, that's really when I took the time to get to know who I was and who I wanted to be as a grown adult woman. Because I met him at 23. And yes, like I said before, I was ready. I didn't have an issue with being married. The commitment of marriage was not the issue. I was still a young woman and I was still growing up into being an adult. Like, so the better part of me becoming an adult and going into my womanhood, I was dealing with a grown ass man who wasn't into his manliness and didn't even know how to grab onto it. So trying to deal, but in that same sense, I was the mature one in that situation. So trying to hold the reins and keep it what it is, like, I was doing the best that I could. But I wasn't, because I was dealing with that, even though nobody knew as much shit that I was dealing with in that time, I still viewed myself as not in the toxicness as they were, because, oh no, I'm dealing with this shit. So when I'm coming out here and I'm talking to y'all and dealing with y'all and being around y'all, that's not nothing that got to do with my mind, and that's my release at this point. You know what I mean? And so once I got out of that, I was able to really, like, look at myself and be like, but I don't like it. I don't like being in situations where I feel like I'm having to compromise who I am or what I want because of the people that I'm around. I don't feel like anybody should be in a situation that, or any environment that, you don't want to be in. So that's just really the journey that I've been on since becoming 30. And that's for real. And I'll be 34 on June 12th. Just FYI for y'all, they're just, maybe was wondering. Big Gemini shit over here. Okay, back to it now. My bad, guys. Whew. Got excited there because it's coming. Anyways, but sorry y'all know I be having my little notes. Gotta see where I'm at, make sure I'm staying on track here. Okay, so basically I just started making the conscious decisions to choose wisely. Ooh, I bit my tongue. On where my time is spent, who is spent with, and the environments I put myself in. All of that. Because I didn't and still don't want to contribute to it. Am I saying I'm perfect and don't say nothing or do anything along the toxic lines? Hell no. But I definitely choose my actions, words, and company much more wisely. And I feel like that's the first step. If you are someone who, you don't have to become 30. You can be young. You can be older. Some people, like, there are people that feed off of the toxicness. Even if it's not their toxicness, it can be somebody else's. They want to hear that story. They need to hear that tea. And y'all, I promise you, it used to be me. Like the Housewives and all of that stuff. Like, I literally cannot watch that stuff no more, y'all. Like, it just, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the ones who do watch it, that y'all are a certain type of way or there's anything wrong with it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for me, because of the mindset that I choose to be in, those toxic relationships that they promote on those shows, I just can't even enjoy it. Cause I'm like, I'm too busy, like, trying to figure out what I would do and how I would get out of the toxic situation that is going on the TV, that I can't even, like, laugh about it or enjoy what's going on, because it's like, I'm not even really, I'm hearing them talk, but I'm more so entering myself into it, trying to get it out of it. But it was just like, I used to be on them, but I just can't anymore. The people that I'm around, I'm usually at home. If you know me, you know I'm usually at home. And I do love me a good brunch. I do love me a good day party, but I'm usually with the same couple of people. And those same couple of people usually share the same bloodline as me somewhere along the lines. I'm not saying I don't have people that are in my life that are not related to me that I can be around or choose to be around. Not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that even the people that are related to me, I'm very careful on who I choose in the company and environment that I choose to be around. And as I say, that isn't saying anything about anyone. That's just saying that's me. And for me, that's how I choose to not contribute to the toxic situations in the toxic environments. Am I always scotch free? Like I said, hell no. But I'm very careful now because that shit ain't, that toxic stuff, it becomes part of your life. So then it starts to affect other parts of your life. And then shit becomes a shit show. I've lived it. I lived a shit show for 7 years, guys. I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Yes, period. Okay, besties. Another chill session. Y'all. What's wrong with my mouth? Another chill session down in the books. Thank you for chilling with me. I had a bomb ass time. I hope y'all did too. Giving y'all 3 topics was too much. Like, for real. So, I'm just going to give y'all the next topic at the end of our chill sessions. Bet. So, give me y'all thoughts on bonus families or blended families. Now, my plan is to leave my mark in any and every way possible while achieving the dreams and goals I have for myself. I ain't going to stop, so y'all going to love me or not. But I'm here to stay either way, my bestie boos. All my links and other things I do are on my link tree. So follow me on Instagram at just.misha and follow me on TikTok at justmisha_89. I'm going to create a Bestie Boo podcast Instagram. I think I already did that, y'all. I forgot to take that out. Anyways, thank y'all for listening and chilling with me. And remember, I ain't trying to teach you nothing, but if you learn something, that's good. Talk to you later, besties. Bye.